All right, what's going on, everyone? Chris Chess Sports Cards here. We are doing 2022 Elite Extra Edition quarter case break number 20. I apologize for the delay or the late start. Daylight savings time. eBay does it to us every time, and it's of course my fault too because I forget about it. So eBay does not change the clocks for daylight savings time. So if I forget to schedule it accordingly, then we get messed up. So for anybody who's here on Thursday, we'll probably be in the same situation. We'll be behind on Thursday, but after that, we should be fine. But anyway, we're here now, so let's open some cards. And if anybody's showing up for Bowman Draft, we'll be doing Bowman Draft at about 10:30. Okay, so welcome. Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. Bit about us. We've been around for over 6 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as our little hands will move. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also, you can check out eBay. They have a sweepstakes over there. There's no purchase necessary. If you go to any of our eBay listings, look in the description at the very top. There's a link. You click on that, and it will tell you how to join the sweepstakes. You can win some free cards. And as always, go check out chefsportscards.com. All right, teams. D-backs, Patrick L. Braves, Mike H. Orioles, Matt S. Red Sox, Rob W. Cubs, Michael M. White Sox, Patrick L. Reds, Chris N. Guardians, Patrick L. Rockies, Michael F. Tigers, Greg C. Royals, Patrick L. Astros, Jason L. Angels, Trent E. Dodgers, Patrick L. Brewers and Twins, Spencer S. Marlins, Michael F. Mets, Brandon D. Yankees, Robert O. A's, Michael F. Phillies, Colin M. Pirates, Dave P. Cardinals, Colin M. Padres, Heather W. Giants, Jason L. Mariners, Rob W. Rays, Heather W. Rangers, Rob W. Blue Jays, Jason L. Nationals, Michael F. And the DPL is Gregory B. Johnny, what's up, buddy? As usual, as every year, I screwed up daylight savings time. I didn't even know it was daylight savings time, to be honest, until Chris mentioned it last night. And the funniest was when we got done breaks last night, I was working and I forgot last night too. And I was like, wow, man, it's really late. I got to go to bed. And then I was like, oh my God, it's like 5 in the morning. It's even later than I thought it was. So I'm a bit of an idiot sometimes. What can you do? But let's find some good cards. Who cares about that? Bring this down just a little bit more. All right, let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Chase Meadroth for Boston to 170. Next up for Oakland, Lawrence Butler to 349. Michael Knorr for Houston. On card auto. For Jason. Zach Neto, first round materials for the Angels. For Trent. And Jake Madden. Jackson Ferris to 299 for the Cubbies. Xavier Isaac for Tampa Bay to 499. Brandon Birdsell for the Cubs to 240. And Kevin Parada for the Mets. Nice one there on card. For Brandon. Nice one there. What do you mean, John? Well, and Christopher Pacchiola for the Cubbies. Michael Kennedy to 499 for Pittsburgh. For Seattle, Cole Young to 9.99. For Atlanta, Owen Murphy, 38 of 61 on the prime numbers auto. Yeah, depends on how many people, you know. Mike H. There you go, buddy. Next up for San Diego, Dylan Lesko, Future Threads. And Clark Elliott, college ticket. Upside down. Tyler Schweitzer, Aspirations die cut to 50, 30 of 50 for the White Sox. For Patrick. And for Seattle, Tyler Locklear to 4.99. For Detroit, Troy Melton, base auto. And for Baltimore, Douglas Hodo. Douglas Hodo. That's the way it works, brother. Gavin Williams, college ticket. You know what the funny part is, though? Almost every night, like for this particular break, the money's been like exactly the same. Like within $10 total, you know, for all the teams. So sometimes it just depends on one team's up, one team's down, so on and so forth. All right. For a New York, Eric Reiselman to 188. Philadelphia, Gabriel Rincones to 349. And next up for the Yankees, Brock Selvig, Future Threads Relic Auto, 60 of 199. For Robert. And Victor Scott II for the Cardinals. For Cullen, Ryan Cermak for Tampa Bay. All right, box number 2. First up for Houston, Drew Gilbert to 126. For Detroit, Troy Melton to 499. For Boston, Noah Dean, number 26 of 62 on the prime number auto. And Tyler Stewart, Hidden Gems auto. For New York, I'm not sure if that's the Yankees or Mets. I'll have to look that one up. Not familiar with Tyler Stewart. Jet Williams. Carrasco for the DPL to 185. For Cleveland, Guy Lipscomb Jr. to 349. For the Cubbies, Cade Horton, 49 of 211. That's on card there. And For Atlanta, Owen Murphy, Future Threads. Drew Thorpe, college ticket. Chandler Simpson for Tampa Bay to 164. Jack Perkins for Oakland to 999. For Houston, Nolan Devos, base auto. For Jason. And Drew Gray for Chicago on the Hidden Gems. Daniel Susak, college ticket. Carlos Jorge to 999 for Cincinnati. And for Cleveland, Justin Campbell to 499. For the DPL, Juan Javier. Angel Javier. 15 of 49. No, John, I'm still waiting to find out what I'm going to get. I mean, next week, when next week finally comes, we got Cade Hunter for Cincinnati to 98 on the Aspirations die cut. So Big League's coming out. Heritage is coming out. Archives Signature Series is coming out. Elite Extra Edition's coming out. And Bowman Inception. And they're all supposed to be within like 7 days of each other. We haven't had anything for months, and all of a sudden we're going to get all those at once. So depending on how much I get, hopefully some of all of that will be up on the website. Alan Rodin, status die cut to 34 for Toronto. But I still have to find out how much I'm getting exactly. Next up for San Francisco, William Kempner to 499. For Cleveland, Nate Furman. Mikey Romero, Future Threads for Boston. I mean, that's the biggest thing right now is figuring out. I'm trying to secure more product, Paciola, so I have more to list on the website, and I can still, have enough to be on eBay and the website at the same time. So it's a work in progress. Like, it was nice with Series 1. We had enough to do both. It's just we had nothing else. If we would have had a few of those other releases, it would have been nice too, No, I didn't see him yet. Why? Did they announce who's going to be on them? I mean, I heard about it, but I didn't look at it. Jimmy Crooks to 210. That'll never be me. Like 30 years from now, they'll ask me when they run out of people to put on. Excuse me. Drew Thorpe for the Yankees to 349. For Boston, Noah Dean. I think it's our second Noah Dean. If they do 5 cards a year for breakers, yeah, it'd take me about 30, 40 years to get one. For Arizona, gold Hidden Gems 1 of 10, Will Marbury. Why? Who's on it? Who do they have? I know I know the guys at CSB were talking about the other day. I just didn't look. Patrick. Anybody that's really going to annoy me? I don't know. I don't know most of the guys, so I just. I mean, last year they had, what's his name, right? Jeff Wilson was on there, but they were influencers last year. Are they influencers or are they breakers? They actually have on there. Ryan Jennings to $4.99 for Toronto. Oh, Jabs. That's fine. Jabs is big, man. I get it. For the DPL, Leandro Romero to $9.99. I don't have a thing against Jabs at all. A lot of people have told me they've had issues with him, and it makes me nervous. But I mean, people like him. He's got a lot of subscribers, so I'm not surprised. Striker, I get. He's all right. I met him a few times. He does good videos. Jacob Berry, 17 of 99 college ticket auto for Miami. These are nice. I like these ones. For Michael F. Yeah, that's the only thing with Jabs. Like I've had a million people tell me like stuff takes forever to ship and this and that, but seems like an all right dude. Noah Schultz, Future Threads. I know last year a lot of people weren't very happy with the influencers. It was Jeff Wilson and Card Collector 2 or whatever his name. Judd Fabian college ticket. Those are a lot of people have kind of like love-hate relationships with those guys. See, I like Jab's old videos when he used to go to like flea markets, and I mean, I don't know, maybe I haven't seen his videos in a long time. Maybe he still does some of that stuff. Brandon Barry at a $9.99. Every time I see him now, he's just breaking, which is fine. But I used to like those videos he did. Cam Collier to $4.99 when he'd go to like, hole in the wall shops and stuff. For Colorado, Ryan Ritter status die cut to 46, 36 of 46. For Michael F. What are the names on the other three? Just if you know, I'm curious. I mean, I'd call Jabs an influencer. Obviously, his main thing is breaking now, but I mean, he started as an influencer. Peyton Graham for Detroit. This is like the skinniest kid in the world, man. Every time I see his picture, he looks like, dude, you gotta eat a steak, kid. And Justin Crawford. I know there's a girl who Jules who breaks for CSB, and I guess she's talked about wanting to be on one of those cards. And I guess when they announced this year, she was upset. But I mean, I think she was teasing. But I mean, it'd be cool to have your own card. Don't get me wrong. I would not sneeze if Topps came and said, "Hey, we want to make a card." I'd be like, "Awesome." The one that gets me is 40 of 122 Peyton Graham, prime numbers die cut. Oh God, Big Rangs. I don't know his breaker. I mean, I think that's his name. He's a breaker who gets a ton of complaints, but he actually had a card because he's like a national softball player or something. Like he was in Allen and Ginter, but as a softball player, that guy. Darren Fernandez for the DPL. And it was funny because I saw, this was a while ago, this is a couple of years ago. And I know he goes by Big Rangs on eBay. I forget what the name of his, such and such breakers. One of you guys might know who he is. I've actually been in a break or two with the guy. But I don't know. I was looking him up. Cade Hunter from Cincinnati. And when I looked him up on Google, like a whole bunch of complaints came up. And I went to his eBay page. This was, like I said, like a year or so ago. And he had like hundreds of negative feedback. I was like, wow, how's this guy still around? But he didn't get it for Chai City Pulls. Chai City Pulls, that's Dr. Collectibles. I don't know that. Chai City Pulls sounds familiar. But the other ones, I'm not sure. Angel Feliz to 185. Well, I kind of figure it's like anything else. I mean, they look at who's got the most followers, Andy Rodriguez to 499. I'm sure that helps a lot, if you got a couple 100,000 people following you. Nolan Devos for Houston for Jason. Kevin Parada to 199 on the first round material. Oh, excuse me. Chi City Pulse. Why does that sound so familiar to me? Gabriel Gonzalez, Seattle. Yeah, good for them. Good for them. I don't know. Maybe you guys have to nominate me or something. Not like I can just call them up and be like, hey, put me on a card. Believe me, this is a face made for radio right here. They don't want to put me on anything. Drew Thorpe to 299 for the DPL. De La Cruz to 499 for the Angels. Ben Joyce on card auto. And for Detroit, Jace Jung, Future Threads. Dr. Collectible. I never heard of that. That's all right. When they were first doing Fanatics Live, they'd asked me to fill out an application, and I did, not knowing if I was going to do it or not. And then they sent me a thing with a list of the first breakers that were going to be on Fanatics Live, and they were so excited. I never even heard of half of them. I was like, okay. Jackson Ferris to $9.99. Just as I'm sure they'd say the same exact thing about me. So, Josh White to $9.99. For the Phillies, Orion Kerkering, base auto. Bulls. And for Kansas City, Junior Marin, Hidden Gems auto. I wonder if they'll. Last year, those cards fetched a pretty penny. I know the Jeff Wilson. Well, we pulled a few of them last year. Jeff Wilson. We pulled that Card Collector 2 guy. Cade Doughty. They were selling for a few dollars. I mean, they're short printed, so I guess that alone would, I don't know that's something I would chase personally, but hey, you never know. Yarlin Soto to 185 for the DPL. Yeah, that's true, buddy. You want me to sell out. Dr. Collectible Breaks. Jesse Chicey. Dr. Collectible. I never heard of that. That's so weird. Brandon Baria to $4.99. Noah Schultz for the White Sox. It amazes me how many breakers are out there these days. I mean, as compared to when I started. I mean, believe me, there were guys who started way before me. I started in 2016, 2017, around there. But especially since COVID, my gosh, I'm like amazed how many are out there. For Cincinnati, Cam Collier, Future Threads. And Sal Frelick College Ticket. It's all right, man. I like it over in our little world here. We have a good group and good following of people. I can't complain, not in the least. Josh Kasevich for Toronto to 200. Max Wagner for Baltimore to 349. Ben Joyce again for the Angels. Man, we had like no Angels hits last night. We have them tonight. Who's got the Angels? Trent. Henry Cepeda to 185 for the DPL. I just thought of that. Henry. I guess it's like Henry. And Jackson Cox for Colorado. All right, last pack of box 4. Come on, we need something. We need a banger here. We need something. Jackson Ferris, little corner issue down here for the Cubbies to 299. Trace Bright for Baltimore to 499. For the DPL, Darren Fernandez to 49. Same thing, a little whiteness on the corner over there. Yes, I mean, my getting back to the website thing, my hope is because they already pushed it. We were supposed to have new stuff this coming week, and then they pushed it again. But the hope is we get a lot and all at once, and we can fill up things. That's what I'd like to do. Jordan Sprinkle for the White Sox. For Patrick. A couple of each of those for the website would be nice. And a Dalton Rushing college ticket. All right, box number 5. Robert Arias Aspirations die cut to 24 for the DPL. Jordan Sprinkle again for the White Sox to 499. For Boston, Dalton Rogers on card auto. Yeah, I'm sorry about pushing that to tomorrow, but it's just going to get too late tonight. And I'm still waiting for my son to come in from Tennessee. He's driving back now. So, Josh Jung, Future Threat. We weren't going to start until like 11:30, and it's Sunday night. And we'll just put it till tomorrow. It'll be easier. Drew Jones, Optichrome for Arizona. Ugh, a lot of shipping to do. Trace Bright for Baltimore to 199. And for Detroit, Jace Jung to 499. For Tampa, Ryan Cermak on card auto. For the DPL, Dover Diaz, 9 of 60. For Gregory. Yeah, it would have been better to get it done tonight, but it's too late on a Sunday. I get people who email me some of the guys who buy in on the website when I go late. They're like, I like to watch live. It's too late. I'm like, all right, so we'll just do it tomorrow. All right, Jackson Ferris to 999 for the Cubbies. And Jeffrey Carrasco to 349 for the DPL. Well, here's a good one. For New York, Spencer Jones. There you go. That's a good one. 225. 140 of 225. Set a nice spring training. Old Spencer Jones for the Yanks. Robert. Next up for Oakland, Daniel Susac, Future Threads. And Sean Gusenberg. All right, last 2 packs. Turn of the century, Anthony Hall to 122 for New York. Oh, John, I told my wife about your factory closing down. Oh my God, she was like all over it. She was reading all this stuff on the website. She's like, starts now. Well, they have to do it by then, and this law and that law. And I was like, okay. She was reading me the press releases and all kinds of stuff. Yeltsin Moribella, and she's stressed too. If any way she can help, let us know. She'll be happy to. Moribella for Texas Base Auto. And for New York, Tristan Verling. Sleeves. Where did my sleeves go? Am I losing my mind here? Oh. Tristan Verling and Nazir Mule. All right, the last pack. Anderson Fairman to 60 for the DPL. Brenner Cox to 499 for Washington. Oh, you do? Yeah. Khalil Watson for Miami. Future Threads Relic Auto. Well, she said the head of HR out there works for her, so if she can help, you let us know. Miami's Michael. There you go. And Anthony Hall for New York. What's up, Chris? Chris doesn't even say hi to me anymore. We're not cool. I'm not cool. Drew Thorpe. That is going to do it. All right, folks, I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without y'all, and I do truly appreciate it. We will be back on Thursday for more lovely breaks next weekend. And then the following week, hopefully, we'll have a whole bunch of new releases, and that will make me happy. Otherwise, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. And bear with me for a minute. We'll put a quick hit recap together. No, just John. I'm not cool. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. All right, hit recap for 2022 Elite Extra Edition quarter case break number 20. These are some of the lower number parallels. Fairman to 60. Anthony Hall to 122. Trace Bright to 199. Robert Arias to 24. Kasevich to 200. Soto to 185. Feliz to 185. Peyton Graham to 122. Jimmy Crooks to 210. Alan Roden to 34. Chandler Simpson to 164. Carrasco to 185. Drew Gilbert to 126. They just number things so oddly in this set. Reitzelman to 166, Schweitzer to 50, and Midroth to 170. Oh, I will, man. I will, definitely. Relics. Okay. Future Threads up first. Murphy, Schultz, Romero, Lesko, Collier, Jung, Susak, and Jung again. First round material, Zagnito, and first round material, Kevin Parada to 199. Relic autos for the DPR, Javier to 49. Fernandez base. And Fernandez again to 49. Brock Selvig for New York to 199. And Khalil Watson base for Miami. Excuse me. Base autos. A bunch of them. All right. Hall, Verling, Morabel, Cermak, Rogers, Sprinkle, Joyce. Marin, Kirkring, Joyce, Devos, Hunter, Graham, Dean, Furman. Oh, that one's not base. Gray, Devos, Stewart, Scott, Odo, Melton, Parada. What is wrong with me? And Michael Knorr. Oh, of course, they'll all be top loaded. I just like to do the numbered ones separate. And numbered autos. Cade Hunter for Cincinnati to 96. Brandon Birdsell to 240. Very nice. Spencer Jones to 225. Diaza to, what number is that? To 60 for the DPL. Also for the DPL, Cepeda to 185. Noah Schultz at the base. Ryan Ritter to 46. Jacob Berry to 99. Will Mabry to 10. Cade Horton to 211. Noah Dean to 62. And Owen Murphy to 61. All right, folks, again, thanks so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. We'll be back in 5 with Bowman Draft. Have a great night. Take care.